Hi, my name is Ye. In this briefing, I want to talk about the megatrend of climate change and how it's affecting international trade strategy. My example is in the Australian clothing importer that is sourcing content-based products from overseas suppliers. I chose this example because climate change does not only affect to the environment, it also affect to the company buy from, how reliable supplies are, and how much importing costs. And how the company prove that they sourcing in responsible. My main point is that climate change pushing the importer away from just choosing a lower cost suppliers. Instead, they need to strategy that is more resilient, more compliant, and more transparent. I have selected the four core drivers. The first is resource security. Content depend on the weather and the stable growing condition. If the climate change affect water availability on content supply countries, the important need to consider about climate change, not only about price when the choosing the suppliers. And another one is the resource price for volatility. Climate disruption can make content just energy and the refrigerant costs harder and predicted. This means that the importer may need to flexible contracts, backup suppliers, and cost buffers. The third is regulatory landscape. Climate change is increasing pressure around the emissions. Um, and the product standard and the sustainability compliance, the important therefore need to supplier that can provide reliable information and meet for the compliance and the expectation. Um, the last one is focused on the transparency, customer and the regulatory increasingly inspecting your evidence and about where the content come from and whether the sustainability can I choose. This means the input need to transparency and the supplier documentaries, not the figure crimes. So for the AI part, my first promo is about asking the AI to identify the 3 or 4 cost drivers for climate change and international trade. The output is quite useful, but it's still too quite descriptive. And I refine the prompt by asking the AI to make the answer more critical and the linking driver to strategy development, the implementation, just challenging, and the ethical implication. The refined output just way better because it's connected to the drivers more clearly to sourcings, compliance, risk management, and transparencies. I use AI to like organize my thinking, but I still to active the idea by myself. My own view is that the key problem is the weakness of the low-cost sourcing is the importer only choosing the cheapest content price. It may face to the high risk from securities, price shocks, late delivery, and compliance problems. Implementation is also difficult too because it's an important need to supply data such as content origin, emission record, and sustainability documentation. Um, some smaller overseas suppliers that just not all have the systems. The ethical issue is that the importer should not push the climate-related costs onto the weakening suppliers. It also should not make sustainability content kind like without evidence. A responsibility strategy should reduce business risks with treating suppliers fairly and avoiding the greenwashing. And those are the reference I use. Thanks for watching.